Good afternoon, guys. How are you? I hope you guys are doing very well, and welcome in the new video from Extreme Trader. I hope you guys are enjoying watching the videos on this channel, and more important, I wish you guys are enjoying making a lot of money and a lot of profits using the scalping strategy you are seeing on this channel. In the last video, I have posted about hit and run scalping. Hit and run scalping is quite simple. It's just about taking 2 or 3, maximum 5 pips from each reversal of any candle, and that's it. Just take the reversal and get out with it. Don't regret losing some good profit. For example, I think this morning I took scalping on similar candle like this, and I started here and I closed my trade here. Uh, got myself about 4 pips. That's not how you spell pips, sorry. Um, then later I saw the candle going up, 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 more up, and I thought, oh wow, I have lost a lot of, not lost, but I mean, I have missed a lot of money. But then you have to realize, guys, always be safe. Okay, you missed a lot of money because you closed your trade so early, but there is nothing guarantee you that the market will not go against your direction and it will go instead go more down, and then you will lose money instead of profiting. So hit and run is only to get the smallest reversals you can see, like these small reversals here we can see, or even this one here, even this one here. Only these wicks here, only the smallest profit you can get, just get it and get out. Don't lose too much money and don't earn too much money from each trade. If I see myself, for example, losing a little bit of money, I will close the trade immediately. For example, if I place if I place buy here and I see the candle going little bit more down below my entry, I will just close it with a loss. But why? Because in this way I feel more comfortable. I know that if I lose, my lose will be very, very tight. It will not it will be like 2 or 3 pips as maximum, which is very easy to be recovered in the next trade. If I keep the trade running and I see the candle go more down and more down and more down, then my lose will be bigger than my profit, because in this way I will lose like maybe 10, 20 pips, but I will earn only 3 to 4 pips. Always be sure that your profit is equal to your loss. When you lose something, make sure that the next time you are earning the same thing. When you win something or when you earn a few dollars, make sure you will not lose more than these dollars you have profited. For example, when you win, let's say $4 from one trade, make sure you take this $4 for the next trade. So the next trade, my maximum amount to lose will be $4. Maybe 5 if you are insist you want to risk another $1 from your investment, but that's it. Make sure, guys, that you always risking the previous profit in the next trade. Don't lose more than that. Don't lose more than that. So again, this video will be talking about the mistakes that we are doing and preventing us from making money and profiting from the scalping. All right. So we can see here, this is the video of hit and run, which I have posted last week. And I want you to see, guys, the way I have drawn the line to match these candles this way here. I have said in another video about support and resistance more in depth. I said about how we should draw the line, and it's okay, I will repeat again here what I said there, plus a few tips. So hit and run is always about take the second attempt of a support or a resistance. Now, did I say about the mistake number 1 or not yet? Okay, the mistake number 1, counting the attempts. Counting the attempts is the very popular mistake people doing. They don't know how to calculate or how to count the attempts of each support and resistance. There was one of the guys in the group, I forgot where it is now, when I told them that this is second attempt of a resistance, and this was the resistance 1 and this was resistance 2, he said, no, no, man, look at the left here. you have here the first attempt. So this is resistance 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. And then I knew that there is a mistake here. There is something wrong. Guys, you don't count the attempts more to the left. You just count the attempts right after a breakout. So for example, we have here this breakout here. So this support here has been breaking out. Now, whatever happened after this breakout is considered as attempt number 1. So after this breakout, now we have here attempt number 1. So we go here, we see this breakout, and we see also this breakout. So there is no new resistance at this level. So here is the resistance number 1, and here is resistance number 2. And therefore, we count the attempts only right after the breakouts. So in this scenario also we have here support number 1, and this is support number 2. Here we can see support number 1, and this is support number 2. Then we see the breakout, and therefore this is number 1 and this is number 2, and so on and so on. You cannot keep counting the attempts more to the left and consider it and include them in your counting. So this one you cannot include it with the count of this one. So following this logic, let's see how did the market act in the past. So again, we see here support number 1 and support number 2 both has reversed after the breakout of this previous resistance. Let's see how did the market actually act, guys. Always 99% of the time it's reacting very well to the support and resistance, especially the second attempt. You can never enter the third or fourth attempt. Never. Always enter only the first and the second attempt. What I have teach you in the previous videos of my scalping strategy is always about entering the first attempt. Now we are talking about hit and run in the second attempt. So here we have attempt number 1, attempt number 2. Counting the attempts is playing a very important role of making your trade successful or not. Now let me tell you one more thing about counting the attempts. What is the attempt? When I say that there is here a resistance 1 and here we have resistance number 2, meaning we have attempt number 1 and attempt number 2. What is the attempt? How can it be counted? Okay, let me show you something. Very interested for your analysis. Each attempt is equal to a reversal. So each reversal is actually an attempt. So if I want to zoom in more, if I want to zoom in here, actually I have 3 attempts. We have here attempt number 1, attempt number 2, and attempt number 3. Interesting, right? That is how you count the attempts if you want to get the maximum profitable results. So this wick here, look at this candle here, this pin bar. The candle went up here and then reversed and then went down here. Meaning, if I want to draw this in diagram, we can see that the candle went down here, went up, went down, and again went up and went down. Again. Let's start from this point here. Candles went all the way up like this, reversed, and then went up again, reversed, and then went down again. If you want to make it even more complicated for yourself, you can do like this. It came down, went up, and went down again. But that is not necessary. We are after only the second attempt. So this, guys, was a reversal. And this was another reversal. So here is where I want to make my hit and run using the resistance number 2, and this I have here is resistance number 1. Meaning, if you see a long wick, if you see a small candle with a long wick, consider it as resistance number 1. If you see it on a resistance level, consider it as attempt number 1. Then wait for the market to go up all the way again to the same level of this wick, and then here sell and make your profit at the next nearest support or resistance. Of course, same rules, maybe earning few pips before the market go up and go against your direction. So you just need to scalp these 3-4 pips and get out of the market. Let me show you example. Here we have 1 wick, and this is the second attempt. So this is support number 1, and this is support number 2. So let me now place buy option in front of you. Of course, this is demo account, guys, because I'm showing the mistakes. I will not show mistakes in my real account for sure. That's not logic. So as you can see, the candle has reached the same level of this previous wick, and actually I entered way too much late. Oh, this is the 1 hour chart. I am on the 1 hour chart. That's why it will take some long time to reverse. But look at that. Look at this, guys. I want to show you this. If I have entered exactly at the same level where I'm telling you, I could have earned almost 3 pips. Almost 3 pips, meaning I could have been in profit already, but I missed it due to the late entry. Make sure you are never entering late. Make sure always you are entering at the exact right point. If you enter late, you might lose the trade. Now remember, this is 1 hour chart. So there is a high probability that later on you can see this candle going all the way down, making you thinking that this attempt failed. Well, actually no, it actually worked, but you know the candle lifetime, it will keep going up and down before it finally go in the final direction. And this is the up and downs and the pullbacks is what we are looking for. I'm looking for the small reversal. Let me go to the 5-minute chart. I'm looking for this small reversal, this one here, for my scalping. So you can see that if I go to the 5-minute chart, I draw my line like this on the bottom of this wick here, and I should have entered here, exactly here. This is attempt number 1, support number 1, because it's coming right after a breakout. So here is my support number 2, and you can see how beautifully it's reversing. And even though, guys, I entered late, I am in profit. So if you have entered at the right time, you could have been looking after like almost 4 pips, and here where you can close your trade in profit. But of course I have entered a little bit late. Guys, it is very important where you enter your trade, and if you entered late like this, then seriously don't enter the trade. I highly recommend you guys, if you entered way too late, don't enter. Not even way too late. If you entered 1 pip later, don't enter it. Each pip is counted here. Every single pip is counted. We want to get every single pip. Since you are scalping, meaning you are going after 3 or 4 or maximum 5 pips. So each pip is important and is counted. You cannot ignore it. So if you entered here or here, then cancel the trade. Don't take it. Don't worry. There is plenty of trades are coming in the way. Don't take the trade late at all. Now, one more thing about counting the attempts. The price action is actually very important when we are counting the attempts. Oh shit. The price action, guys. Let me tell you what kind of price action always we should look for. The kind of price action we need to look for is something similar to this one actually, where you see small wicks or small wick at the bottom or at the top. So you can draw your line, as I said in the previous video about support and resistance in depth. You have to draw your line where the line will actually be included with both wicks. So it will be like this actually, like this. So the line must touch both of the wicks, or to make things easier, you just have to draw it at the shortest wick. Draw your line at the shortest wick. Another price action you need to look for is such as this long wick here, this hammer. So when you see a reversal happened like this with a single candle, with a single wick, you have to mark your line, your support line, at the bottom of this wick here. So here when the candle touches this level, This is gonna be my support number 2, and I will place buy here. Another one you need to look for, guys, is the 2 weeks. Let me show you example. Where is it? 2 weeks. Like this one, yes, exactly, like this one here. Focus here, guys. When you see two candles with long wick, a little bit long wick and little bit longer wick, you have to draw your line at the shortest one, and then from there place your trade. And you can see how this has been applied perfectly on this setup here. Actually, this was attempt number 1, this was attempt number 2, and this was attempt number 3. But for the sake of the example, I'm talking about the price action now. So when you see a reversal like this, make sure you draw your line, your resistance line, touching the lower wick, and therefore you have to wait for the candles to come all the way up again to the resistance number 2, and here this is resistance number 2, and here you have to actually sell at this level. And look, guys, how this happened perfectly nice. The reversal, guys, look at this. The reversal did not happen here. If you look here, if you ignore this one, please. If you mark your resistance line like this, you will wait for the candle to come up here. Then you will wait for it to touch the blue line, but you will see it reversing before touching your blue line, and you will say, oh, I lost the trade. I missed it. The candles reversed before touching my line. But if you just know how to draw your line, it has to touch the lower wick, like this one. And look how perfectly the candle touched the line, exactly touch it, and then reversed immediately. So you will exit here at the next nearest support, giving you a sweet 5 pips of profit. What other mistakes I wanted to talk about? Yes, what kind of candles you need to avoid. That is the most important part, guys. What kind of candles you want to avoid? I will give you advice. When you see candles like this one here, avoid it. Trust me, guys, avoid it. When you see a support or resistance, this is a support, okay? A support, and you see the candles, both of them long and full bars with 1 wick like this, that is really not trusted at all. I usually avoid this kind of price action. So I will not wait for the attempt number 2. I don't consider this as attempt number 1. I will not wait for the candles to come down and consider this as S1 and that is S2. No, I will just simply leave it. I don't take this kind of price action because this could be a fake breakout and a fake reversal as well. So such a price action here, don't consider it as a reversal or as a support or resistance. Same goes here. Let me try to show you one example of something failed if you trust this setup. It might be a little bit hard. Actually, this kind of, okay, here, this one. Let's see this one. Let me draw my line here. What happened next? Okay, let's hope there is something happened. Until now, nothing happened at all, but we can see that the candles reversed before even touching this level. You can see the wicks reached this level, and the candles has reversed even before touching, and even here as well. So this level, when you see the candles look like this, 2 full bars, don't count this as attempt number 1 of any support or resistance. The other big mistake is some guys, unfortunately, focusing on the 15-minute chart and they are ignoring the 4-hour and 1 hour. Guys, this cannot be done. you need to always pay attention to the 4-hour chart. I'm not telling you to trade based on the 4-hour chart. I'm just telling you, see your situation, see your position on the market based on the 4-hour chart. It's better than a 1-hour chart. 4-hour chart will give you the real location of your level on the market. One of the members, I forgot who he was, on Facebook, he sent me a message asking me why did I fail this trade. I asked him to show it to me. It was very similar, sorry, to this one here, like this. And he's telling me I placed sell here. I sell. And I asked him, okay, did you watch your position on the 4-hour chart? And when he did, he sent me the picture, and it was actually a pin bar, like this, a pin bar on the 4-hour chart, indicating that the market will fly up, and this guy was selling the market. That will not work, guys. You have to always pay attention. You have to pay attention to the 4-hour chart. Read it. Don't just see your position if you are support or resistance level. You have to see the candles. Are they going to reverse down or up now? For example, now we have here a small pin bar is performing at the moment. So here you cannot really buy at this point, because first of all you are on a resistance. Second of all, this candle here indicating that the market should actually go down, but you have to wait for the candle to expire. Still have 33 minutes. Okay, so the other mistake I wanted to talk about is checking the currency strength website, Finviz. Finviz Forex is one of the most reliable indicators to tell you about the power or the strength of the currencies. Now let me explain to you the misusing of this website here. Some people, unfortunately, they look at the 4-hour chart or the 30-minute chart or 15-minute chart. They find, for example, a very good position to sell the pound. For example, they might tell me, okay, here we have a resistance like this, so therefore I'm going to sell at this point to scalp the market based on Salah's strategy. This is a resistance, and we have here the breakout, so therefore this should actually be working and the market should be going down. Then you will be surprised when you see it going up instead. A lot of people, and I know that, guys, a lot of people missing, or they are sometimes they are lazy actually. Yeah, that's the right word. Some of them are lazy just to open this chart and check it out because they don't want to miss the setups. Trust me, guys, don't ever place one trade without checking this website. If in my videos you see me sometimes taking trade without checking it, you are wrong. I am checking it. I have it on my other screen. I never record a video of my live trading, especially with the live account, without checking this website. Always my eyes, I keep it on this website when I'm trading. And one more thing also. Some people, they misunderstand the using of this website. We actually looking mostly to the first and the last one. These in the middle, usually they are ranging and somehow they are safe to trade. I noticed some members in my Telegram chat group, they are saying don't sell the euro, and some people ask him why. He say because euro is stronger than CHF, so don't sell the euro CHF, don't sell it. And I just feel like, how can I explain this? Okay, so you have to understand, guys, in Forex will never go in simple way up or single way down. There will always be a pullbacks. Always the market will just make a pullbacks, making pulse to go up and down. So we are making profit from these pulses and up and downs. We cannot predict or think that if the euro is stronger than if we cannot think that since the euro is stronger than the CHF, it will never go down like this. Of course it will go down. Of course. Actually, let's see now. Euro CHF. Check the Euro CHF. Euro CHF. Check it out. What do you see? It's ranging. It's normally. It's working normally like any other market. Just like if you want to trade it, scalping in it, you are safe. Let's see the uh, CAD CHF. I think there is CAD CHF, right? So we have here the CAD, and this is the CHF. Where is the CAD CHF? CAD CHF. CAD CHF is going up in general, but there is some pullbacks. It's making these pullbacks. These where you want to take your trade. If I mark my line here as the resistance, so this is resistance number 1. I have here the reversal on resistance number 2. It's safe to scalp this pair, but it is not safe at all to make a long-term trade, because in general, this pair is stronger than this one. But if you want to scalping is different. Scalping is safe to be done, but don't scalp the GBP JPY. I mean, don't scalp it against by selling the pound against the yen. Don't ever scalp it by selling the GBP JPY. You can buy, that's fine. Of course, that's fine if you want to buy, but don't ever sell. Let's see if we sell the GBP JPY, what could happen? GBP JPY, let's see. This is the 1 hour chart, 15-minute chart. Actually, right now, in front of you, the GBP JPY became stronger. The pound became stronger than the yen. The yen was weaker in the beginning. Sorry, it was stronger in the beginning of this video, but now it's getting weaker and weaker. So we can see this massive bullish movement giving about 57 pips. This is the new. The focus is here, guys, okay? At this movement here. You cannot scalp at all here at this point. It's very hard to scalp by selling. You have to only buy based on support. That's fine. But don't ever sell the pound against the yen. If you see the yen was the first one, or the GBP was the first one, and the Japanese yen was the last one. Okay? What other mistakes I wanted to talk about in this video? It is almost 30 minutes. I don't want to make it so long. I want you guys to make profit from trading. I'm enjoying it so much, and I want you as well to enjoy it. The next video will be live trading from live account as well. I will show you how we can do the hit and run part 2 to take some more profits, quickly some profits, and hopefully avoiding losses to the maximum. So I hope by this, guys, you have enjoyed watching, and I would like to thank you for watching.